Hi and welcome back to Wellness with Jannina. In today's video, we're going to explore the meaning of holistic health and wellness. I chose this subject as I want to give you a more clear understanding of what it means and why it is so important for me, since it is the backbone of my YouTube channel as well as all my work. What really got me into the holistic wellness was the holistic viewpoint of health. I love how they resonate with the fact that we have to take care of our body, mind, and soul, all parts equally, in order to be fully functional, happy, and healthy. That deeply resonated with me as I have had certain symptoms in my body that I've found along the way were caused because of things in my mind. So throughout this journey, holistic wellness became very important to me, and I started investigating and researching on the meaning of it. And that is what I want to share with you today and highlight the most important points when it comes to holistic health and wellness. Also, I want to remind you of that these are my personal viewpoints that I want to share with you. So if you don't agree, that's totally fine. If you have any tips to share, please write them down in the comment section, because I would love to hear that. I'm always open and willing to learn more. To start with the body and ways you can take care and nourish your body, the diet is super important. We're basically what we eat. If you have a diet that consists of chemicals, processed food, if you smoke tobacco, maybe drink coffee, caffeine, and alcohol, those are real energy drainers. Unfortunately, they take from your life force energy, and in that way, they will drain you. It's important to have a diet that supports the energy levels you want to achieve and to maximize your natural energy levels, which we can do with wholesome foods and a lot of fruits and vegetables. You need foods that are full of energy, life force, vitamin rich, and that are nurturing and nourishing to your body. Exercise is also a super important part of taking care of your body, and it can be everything from weightlifting, home workouts, walks, dance, yoga. Whatever is the most appealing way for you to move your body, choose to do that. And because this helps to improve your life force and get rid of stagnant energy within your body. And for the third point, for the body, I would like to mention become as natural as possible. Going back to using less makeup, using less chemical products, support more local brands, organic food, ecologic food. There are so many ways that you can become more natural. From your cleaning product. Unfortunately, most things today contains pesticides and other forms of chemicals that are harming us on levels that we're not even aware of. And so many diseases are being created from just simple products that we have and use in our home on a daily basis. So start observing what you're using, what chemicals you're using. Start just Google numbers on food, educate yourself on what you're actually eating and putting into your body, what's inside of your shampoos, your soaps, your hair products, like literally everything, makeup, everything that we put inside and on our body is basically what we are. Our cells takes it into the very core of us. So it is so important that we treat ourselves well. And as the last point, I just wanted to remind you that it's super important to take well care of our body, as we only have one. When it comes to taking care and nourishing your mind, I think the first and most important thing is to start observing what you consume on a daily basis. When I say consume, I mean, for example, on social media, what are you and who are you following? What music are you listening to? What series and films are you filling your evening with? Start reflecting over the fact if they Are they expanding your mind and helping you become a better person, or are they instilling fears and negative beliefs into your mind? So important that we are aware about what we consume, and also start to remember that we can start making the choice not to entertain these things anymore. Start unfollowing the things that creates negative emotions and anxious feelings within you. Block the things and stop looking and following the things that creates bad feelings within you. So my top tips here, after you've been observing and when you want to change these bad habits to get more peace of mind in your everyday life, my first tip is Zen music. Zen music is one of my favorite tips because it works so well. It works to calm the mind, it works to calm the body and the nervous system, and you can work with different frequencies that will help to uplift yourself in different ways. Like, it's a whole world of Zen music out there. Just check it out on YouTube. I use my Zen music in my yoga practices. Sometimes I just have it as a background sound when I'm doing the dishes, when I'm cleaning, instead of listening to the old type of music that all the time had chatter and feeding me most of the times with negative energies, unfortunately. The third thing for nourishing your mind is breathing exercises. They have made such an impact in my life. I was super skeptic for breathing in so many years. I was super negative. I had super negative setting to it, and I wasn't open to it at all. I was seeing it like, but I'm breathing every day. Who's going to teach me how to breathe? I know how to breathe, and I know many of you probably recognize yourself with having that resistance as well. Unfortunately, we do often have resistance towards the things we need. Another sidetrack, take that in another video. But to get back to my point, the breathing exercises are super beneficial to calm down the monkey mind when things get overwhelming, if you feel anxious in any way, if you need to let go of tension within you. Fourth thing for nourishing your mind is to read books. Read books that inspire you, that can help you become a better version of yourself, understanding yourself on a deeper level. Again, books that gives you something. It is so important that you start feeding of the things that you entertain and put your time into. And books will also help you widen your vocabulary. You can read in different languages, if possible. That's also a great way to learn languages from my own experience. And what I love about books is that there are so many different versions. And for those of you that does not like to read, try to, even if it's just 5 minutes, because it's so good for you. A lot of ebooks nowadays, and yeah, I like them too, but it's not the same thing as to have a physical book and the downtime you need, because the ebook you can listen to anytime and you will still get distracted by things. But to really read a book, you have to be in the here and now, and that's what I love about it. Last point for the mind, definitely not the least, is personal quiet time. We live in a society where we are constantly overstimulated, and I think most of us are not comfortable being by ourselves, being alone, and definitely not when it's getting quiet. In a quiet space, when the head start racing all over, that can get super stressful. Therefore, I think even if you start with, if it's hard for you, don't be too hard on yourself. Start with just a minute, but please start practicing getting comfortable in quietness alone. It is vital not to be in need of other people in order to feel good within your mind. Unfortunately, the more disconnected we are within ourselves, the more stimulation we need. We need more people around. We want to distract ourselves all the time. The more comfortable we are within ourselves and in our mind, the more we're going to appreciate the personal quiet time. So what do we do to nourish and take care of our soul? My number one tip here is definitely meditation. Meditation is such a powerful tool and can be done in so many different ways. You can meditate while you're doing the dishes, you can meditate while you're dancing, moving, you can meditate by baking if that's what you love and totally brings zen to your head. So don't let the world fool you about the meditation is only about sitting still. For those of you that are stuck in the mentality that meditation is to just sit still and not think at all, that's not it. There are so many forms of meditation. So whatever nourishes your soul, if you can dance and that makes you turn off your brain, the important thing is that you're not engaging in your thoughts, that you have a space to just be present in whatever you're doing. That is what meditation really is about. The second thing when it comes to nourishing your soul is definitely connecting with nature, whether it is going to the beach, going to the forest for a walk, just to sit down and watch the sky, watch the stars at night. There are so many ways you can connect to nature. If you live in the concrete jungle, try to schedule your weekends or your free time away. It's just so important because nature is such a powerful healer and brings us back to our roots, centers us. So try to connect with nature as often you can. And while you're out there, please make sure that you're barefoot, as this really charges up your energy in so many ways. Last point for nourishing your soul, and probably also the most important one, is finding your passion and what sparks your fire. This can be anything from a hobby, a subject that you love, would like to study. It can be basically anything. And it's so important that we find the things that we love, because this will also keeps on filling our cups when we make time to do these things. Once you find your passion and what sparks you, it just totally connects you with your core energy and bring out all the best parts of you. So therefore, this is super, super important. And I will record some videos on how to find your passions and some tips and tricks on how to connect to your inner fire. So just to sum it all up a little, these points that I just mentioned can really help you to find inner peace and a big sense of purpose, which is so, so important. So by taking care of your body, mind, and soul in a holistic way, you can achieve a sense of balance and overall well-being in your life. And I really want to remind you of the importance to make time for yourself and to prioritize to engage in activities that promotes relaxation, exercise, and spiritual connection. Thank you so, so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos on holistic health and wellness. As I do believe in organic growth, I would really appreciate if you share this video with someone that you think it could benefit, and that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel.